royals to sue Harry. It's damaging to let Sussex's claims go unchallenged, so perhaps it is time to let the lawyers loose. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News YouTube channel. Well, the dust is settling on the release of Harry's memoir and also the revelation, so it's pretty obvious that the royal family has decided to stay silent. I'm sure it's painful for the Queen Consort to be accused of being a villain and also being accused of leaking stories to make her own image look better. Of course, Harry accused William of being this violent, aggressive bully, and according to Harry, Catherine is a petty, mean girl. Now, silence in this case is definitely golden. The Windsors are letting their actions speak louder than words by continuing to honor their public engagements, and that is the right decision. So the response from the royal family is a prime example of the never complain, never explain mantra that Harry and Meghan have complained about. But make no mistake, it is certainly damaging to allow Harry's allegations to stay unchallenged. Now, if they wanted to, King Charles, Queen Camilla, and also William and Catherine could challenge Harry's remembering of events via their friends in the press office. The press office and their friends sometimes do brief the media. But so far, the consensus seems to be that everyone is saddened by Harry choosing to betray his family in such a public way. But there is another option that's open to them, and it's a lot more official and incendiary too. Now, in the past, the royals have sometimes resorted to taking legal action, and it's not only Harry and Meghan who have some aggressive lawyers on standby. In fact, some of the lawyers working on behalf of Charles and William specialize in defamation. In Harry's book, he says that Charles informed him it was a suicide mission to take on the British media. But it is the allegations that Harry makes against his own stepmother especially, both in the book and on TV, that may encourage her or Charles to file suit. Harry has accused the Queen Consort of leaking stories about not only him and Meghan, but also William. Now, in interviews, he denied the idea that he was scathing towards her. Now, the king has always done a lot to protect his beloved wife Camilla, but would he go so far as to sue his own son, to sue Penguin Random House, or the American TV networks? An interesting tidbit of information that relates to all of this is apparently while Harry's 3 interviews that he did in the US were still airing, palace lawyers reached out to TV executives asking to see a transcript immediately. We can assume that they didn't have any prior notice of what Harry said, so basically they couldn't comment or refuse to comment. And a former courtier who knows a lot about legal matters has spoken out, saying defamation can't be brought in the name of the royal household. It has to come from a named individual. That means it would have to be Camilla, William, or Catherine. They could then sue everyone from Harry to the Bucks publishers and US TV networks. But it would be strange to bypass Harry and say sue CBS directly. And frankly, it's unthinkable that Camilla would sue her own stepson or William his own brother. So it looks like silence is going to be the name of the game, and Charles has to decide if he wants peace or maybe he wants war. I mean, Charles has waited his entire life to be crowned the King of England, King Charles III, and now the time has finally come. So why would it happen to be a time of trashing from his own son Harry? Of course, life has its ups and downs, that's for sure. And I understand Harry does have an agenda, but why does he have to torture his father like this? Harry is just eaten up with jealousy. He is throwing one of the most childish fits that a middle-aged man has ever thrown. But you know what? People in Hollywood are also taking advantage of him. They're going to squeeze every dollar they can from him, and then they're going to throw him away. And it looks like Harry's too dumb to see what's going on. Harry thinks he's hit the big time now in Hollywood. He's sitting in the same talk show seats as the Kardashians once did. Harry gets to whine about how awful his childhood was, and he gets to cry about how his brother wasn't nice to him. He doesn't understand, though, how vicious these people in Hollywood really are. They get entertainment value in helping Harry to fall apart. Now, I saw a little bit of that New York interview, and Harry was eating up all that attention. Clearly, he thinks he's so clever, but he's a laughingstock. I've got a new theory, too. I'm starting to think that Meghan is getting him to make a lot of money so that she can turn on him and get half of it all through a divorce. I am convinced Meghan is setting up Harry to fail. She wants him to fail. She knows that that book is going to blow up in his face, and so she's standing back and letting him take all the blame. But most people know that Meghan had a heavy hand in writing the thing. She's staying quiet, and she's keeping herself out of the news for the past week or so. Now, once all of this has died down, you know Meghan's not going to have any use for Harry anymore, and that's when she's going to leave him. She may claim that Harry is too mentally unstable and that he's a danger to himself and her too, and also the invisible children, of course. She'll claim that she needs protection and security, and of course the royal family needs to pay for it. And I could see there being a few steps before they actually get divorced. I guess Meghan's going to go to court and say that Harry's just too mentally unstable, and Harry's years of drug use have just eaten his brain away. She'll say that because Harry is simply incompetent, she needs to manage his money, and that will give her the chance to legally get all she wants. And then when she does divorce Harry, she can take everything else. I just don't think Meghan's going to go away quietly. She's going to want a big payout from all of this. Now, if the two children are real, then what is going to happen to them, I wonder? I hope the FBI, the MI5, and the MI6 are taking close notes and they're keeping a close eye on everything and everybody involved in this. Things are getting very strange. Now, Harry is not very intelligent, but still, I don't think it's necessarily fair for people to be so hard on him, to call him stupid. I think he's had problems since he was born, and I think he suffered a lack of oxygen at birth, or maybe he has some kind of developmental disability. I mean, it's not like anybody asks for a low IQ. And the thing is, Harry has limited options that he can pursue, and that would explain why Harry appreciated being involved in the army. And then Meghan entered the picture. The family couldn't protect Harry any longer from his poor judgment and his poor social skills. Harry didn't have a handler anymore. Stockholm Syndrome at its finest. Unfortunately, some families have found out the hard way that there are family members you just have to leave behind. And those people have just hurt too many people too often. You just can't be connected to them anymore. The only thing you can do to protect yourself is to just cut them off. Now, when you read or when you hear about something they've done, you just think, oh my goodness, but you're not surprised, and so you just quickly move on. Harry also needs money if he wants to keep up that lifestyle in California. I mean, even if A-list celebrities don't want to have anything to do with him, he doesn't get it. Thanks to their own behavior, they're not getting any invitations sent their way. Now, Harry is appalling, and he cannot be trusted because anyone's words could be published or discussed on the talk show circuit. The media is using him, but either he doesn't know it or he doesn't care. I guess all he really cares about is the money. At the end of the day, Harry's big mistake was marrying the wrong woman. A lot of men make that mistake, though. If he had just got married to somebody else who was more appropriate, then I don't think he would be acting like a spoiled brat right now. In life, there are people who either pull you up or they're going to bring you down. And obviously, Meghan has simply brought him down. Harry really needed somebody who was smart, somebody classy, somebody who could elevate his better side. And you, what do you think about Harry and Meghan? Please let me know what you think below in the comments section, and we can also discuss the Sussexes. If you think my video is useful, don't forget to like and share it with anyone else who would enjoy it anytime you want. And please subscribe to Kate Middleton and the Queen News channel to get more videos from our team. Now thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.